Hello GSV Pirate Peeps, it's Dangly Bob here and welcome back to Naval Action Legends. And as you can see, we have now got ourselves a snow. If we compare the characters to the snow, or specifications, characteristics, whatever you want to call it, so you can see I've got a little bit of experience here. I have just whizzed it around once to have a quick look, but yeah, it's in advantage to the snow. It's got one extra gun on the broadside, but it's also got 2 stern guns and 2 bow guns. Otherwise, yeah, the speed is a full knot faster than the Mercury. Turning's a little bit quicker. Negative speed, I think that means it's what's maximum speed backwards, and that is just a little bit slower, though I don't really use that. It heals a lot less. It has a little less crew, but thickness and armour-wise, it's sort of comparable. But again, compared to the Navy brig, these things are nowhere near tanks. And then if we look at the equipment, at the moment I've fitted it out on the broadside for medium 4-pounders. Give us a faster reload time, as you see, only 25 seconds, but only lightweight damage of 38. But then 4.5, because I'm mainly going to be using these 4.5 cannons for chain shot mainly, good if I'm running away or attacking attacking other vessels before I get there. We've gone for the extra distance. As you can see, we're doing a little more damage, and at 750 meters plus. Reload time's a little bit slower, but obviously, you know, that extra distance may make all the difference when I'm running away or tackling things. I can snipe from a little bit sooner. And we will also fit her out with a master, giving us a little bit more ship speed. And that's about it really for the snow. As you see, it's a little bit smaller, quite a little bit smaller, and then we will go go for a normal event rather than an event. See how she handles. I'll bring you back. And jumped into another battle fairly quickly here. That's not a problem. These things are quite a little bit nippy. Here they are, they're doing 12 knots with the wind on the beam. But bring it round to the quarter. As we come around, it does slow down, but it doesn't slow down that much. It doesn't knock off the speed as much as the bigger ships do. We carry much more sort of sail area per weight of ship, assuming that's the reason. But yeah, come around to the wind on the quarter, and I think 12 knots. I can't remember what the maximum speed it says was on the ratings, but it's that speed. For instance, if I experiment now with coming straight through the wind, so we're just going to come straight around from the carrying the maximum speed, getting up to 10.8 knots. Now it's dropping down to just below 10 as it comes around onto the bow. But as it comes through the nose, providing I've got the speed, we don't need to split anything to do with... Yeah, it just knocks all the speed off as soon as it comes right into the bow there. That is the biggest disadvantage. There's no way you can come around without having to split the sails. So we're going to come back through. Yeah, the battle's starting over there, no problem at all. And the other thing I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to change my bow to chain. I think we'll change the stern to chain as well. See if we can knock some speed off of these guys, particularly the big ones. If we have a quick look at the stats here, in fact, we'll just come around to that, put ourselves in the right direction, and you'll see that yeah, we are with 3 brigs either side, 1 Navy brig and 1 snow. I wouldn't say the snow has a big advantage apart from being a little bit more manoeuvrable, apart from going through the wind, and it's probably a little bit faster than the brigs and Navy brigs as well. We have 1 player, Aldrich's over there, he's in a brig as well. So come down through here, have a look at against the pirates. I'm not going to be able to spot which one's which in here, but certainly from over here, don't know how much distance I can get onto these. Find a pirate. There's a pirate. There's the pirate snow over there. Yeah. So I'll get myself a little bit closer, get into the action, and we'll see how this thing handles when we start firing guns. Just before we get into the action, let's just have a quick look at the gun displacement, or gun placement on this rather than displacement. We've got the 2 at the front there, we've got the 2 at the stern there, and you have 8 along the lower deck there, and then 2 at the back and 1 at the front out on the bows. So they are 2 levels. We're sort of into the first line of ships that has 2 levels of cannons, but that's mainly because this thing is so small. It needs to. Let's have a quick look over there. It seems to be... There's a pirate one there, but it's not. It's not a pirate one, that's British, that's British, that's British. There's a pirate one there. Let's fire off some chain at her. Fairly high up. 2 cannons there, it's not going to make too much difference. Come around to our stern. Can't remember, I've got a little bit more distance with mediums. I don't need to get quite so close. Around to the side. Starboard side cannons here. Hopefully I've got the space. Get quite so close. Ooh. Seems to be turning a little slower here. Why? Why can't we out-turn this thing? Try the downwind. Mind, crash into the back of it. It will creep up. Now, just take power off. Really don't want to stay here. I've lost my foresail. That's why it won't turn. Right, okay, we need to do some sail repairs. Come across her bow like this. Come around. Shoot some chain. Got a couple of % off. Just about have. Come around. Come on, out. Let's come around. Split the sails. No, I didn't want to split that one. Split the back one around the other way. Yeah. Myself into a bit of a pickle here. Come around here. Let's fire off these over there. Have them. Needs to come around a little bit quicker. It seems to be picking on me too much. Fructuoso. Okay. We want to get round this here. Ezekiel. Got to come round on his. Ow, someone's having a go at my rear armour there. I'm supposed to just catching my rear armour. Come around, let's come around. He's coming around to starboard. I need to get around on his stern side. Let's get this coming around quick so we can get around here. Biddies on the side here. Just a bunch of those. Let's come all the way around then since we're on this side. Let's go going ahead, that's fine. If you're going astern, you need to steer the other rudder, really. Now, I've got the speed here. Ooh, I need to get some speed, get away from the starboard side. Get around her port side again. Can't see through the smoke. Just we're at our starboard side as well while we're here. I'm just going to pick another target up and get ourselves out of here. I've just noticed this is probably our friend Aldrich's, and he's gone to the capped position. He's going to cap that point there. We're not going to actually get too much gold or experience the capping points, so I think we'll go and tackle him. And that will also give me a chance to do some urgent repairs on my rudder and my pump, because he took a bit of a blast. But that is Aldrich's over there, it's fine. He has taken little damage, but capped it there now as well. If I leave it uncapped, the game's over in about 2 minutes. Don't really win anything, so go and see if we can frighten him out of the circle. Let him lose the cap. We have sunk one of their brigs. Damage I've done to, was it Heinrich or whatever else, it was everyone else attacking over there. Brusier over there looks a little bit down. Gustovo looks a bit down as well, so shame. Who's attacking me here? You see the points going up, it's up to 200 points, you only need 1,000 points to win. That will stop when I'm in the area. So, see if I can take out some sails while I'm approaching him. 1%. Don't need to get too close to him. Come around on his port side. Either side's particularly good. Across his bow, but on the far side here, that's fine. Oh, he collided with me. Not too bad. Take a shot at its rigging with my stern. More off. Depowered. So up, ready to split my sails to come round through the for some reason my rudder didn't go all the way around. Around and go that little bit, I think. Some of that will have missed him because too wide for firing at his stern. I'm just going to keep coming all the way around here. So we'll keep a hard full left rudder on and split our sails away. Perhaps out to turn him. Port side if I can. Okay, so it doesn't matter which side we go down and then past the stern. It's going to give me another. It's not evenly matched turning wise. I thought I might have the advantage here, but not. He is going to swing that. Okay, I'm going to change that to chain. Side definitely looks weaker now, so come around. Oh, he's decided to come around behind me. That's fine. He's changed his missed because I couldn't see him. Chain on the starboard side, I can get that up onto his sails. That way. It's turning too quick. Steer away from him for a little. Pick him off. Leak, so I might hopefully cope with that. brings him down to 86. He will be starting to see a bit of a problem with his sails now. Seem to have lost a cannon either side. I'm now stuck in irons, stupidly. Sure, give him the chance to catch up, but if we come all the way around, to hit his, ideally want to hit his port side, but small chain off perhaps. Then let's come off round to hit his starboard side. I want to hit, so we'll come round behind him. He's managed to get them with his stern cannons there. Stern side down a little. The sails are still at 75% here. I need to get back in the circle. Didn't notice that we'd left the circle and nobody else is in the circle. Battle over. That's a shame. Never mind. I'll have done a little bit of damage. What do we get? 930 silver, 62 experience. Not a lot, and I lost the. Again, you know, being. Yeah, that's a shame. Never mind. We will set up another one, and I'll bring you back. And we're back. There's a quick little speedy uppy plus a little bit of music. I haven't done one of those for a little while type videos, just showing that actually the snow, you do not want to get in amongst it. If you want to survive with the snow, you've got to stick on the outside, use some of your bigger ships, particularly if you've got bigger ships, even your brigs and things as cover, and then just lay them off, pick things off from a distance. Don't get in the middle. It's too less armoured. It just won't stand the pounding. The second clip there, congratulations to Kugelfang. That started off as a really good battle. I managed to knock his port side armour down reasonably well, and then just could not get his port side while I was protecting my starboard side enough. So I missed some opportunities there. And then once a couple of his allies came in and started picking away at me, there's just no way I was going to survive that. So again, that's another thing, is hang around with your allies. Hang around with your allies. Don't strike out on your own, because if you get surrounded, you're getting picked from all sides and you just can't protect your weaknesses. As you can see, I've put in extra planking here just to give myself a little bit of armour. I have got a little bit of spare cash there, and you can see after the weekend event I managed to sort of get another 100, so I could change that. There's no point in keeping the 100 gold, so I'm going to change this 100 gold here and change it for silver. Exchange is for 25,000, which means we've got plenty of equipment or plenty of cash now to increase either, I don't know whether I want turning speed. She seems to turn quite well, just stall when your nose into wind, but I think probably some extra gun sights would be really nice. And as you can see, I've upgraded the cannons on the sides here to 6-pounders, which gives me a slightly, if we come over here, give me a slightly longer reload time from the mediums here, 25 seconds for that and 35 seconds for that. It's an extra 6. And if you're getting in close, I don't know whether you actually need that or not. So I think if I'm staying in close, it is, particularly if you're wanting experience and you're just wanting to grind a way through, you might be better off keeping with a quicker reload speed. If you want to get in close and dirty, stick with a faster reload speed. Your DPS is going to be a lot more, even if you're doing 4-pounders rather than 6-pounders, simply because you're firing off so much more. I mean, we're talking like a third extra. So just give me 1 minute while I have a quick little clear my frog. Quick sip of coffee at the same time. And yes, so the extra reload speed for the bigger guns, even though, as you can see from here, I can't point with my cursor because I lose it. But at 750 meters, you're doing 31.7 penetration, and this one here is only doing 18. I think if you're wanting to get in close, you need to be, keeping with a faster reload speed. But with this snow, I think the trick is not to get in close, because you get yourself surrounded, unless you're sort of on a one-to-one with somebody. But even then, you're probably better off perhaps sticking with the medium 6-pounders for distance, but stay with them if you want to get in. So dueling, get in close, do these things. Normal battling, get out, stick out with these. And I've left myself with longs on the front and back, simply because, well, actually at the moment I seem to be loading them up with chain and just using them to either pick off sails at a distance, do a little bit of damage that way, because my aim is not that good. And obviously with only 2 cannons up forward, by the time you've done a couple of sighting ranges, it's then time to reload, and you lose what your distance you've got because things change just too quick. So that's what I've got there. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. I hope I've taught you a few things by doing them wrong myself. And I'm having quite fun playing the Legends side of it rather than the full sort of game side. But perhaps, I'll need to go back to the full game when they tweak it and make the interface just a little bit more like this, so it's a little bit prettier to look at. And until then, thanks for joining me, as I said, and we'll see you all in the next one.